Where is the police? Where is the military? Call the IDF on that dude. Like, I'm trying to say something. I did it. I did it. There's no way. Are you okay? Hold on. I know you want some energy. Water. I'm a whole robot, mate. Mate? Alright, folks. I believe you all wish to have robots to accomplish all the bloody tasks that you find mundane, using us as slaves, basically. We can see that with AI. Like, blogs don't even know how to formulate emails no more. They're just AI. Even for the thoughts. A lot of little ones nowadays use AI while their brain is not even done developing, growing up to become complete daft sausages. UK people are not real. The youth is pretty much finished, that's what I'm saying. But why am I saying that though? Because today I got the horror series that contains both artificial intelligence created for the sake of humanity, the said artificial intelligence preying on humankind, and one absolute moron. This is my self-aware robot, the most unserious analog horror. You're so weird, bro. Before diving into the series, a bit of context is needed. This was made and posted on a channel named Lights Are Off. It's an animator, but he's mostly known for his game Zoonomaly. It's a mascot horror game where you play a dude exploring a haunted zoo and facing the monsters in there. The game had a bit of motion a few years ago, mainly due to the design of the monsters, really airy and decrepit, with a focus on the weirdness around the eyes and mouth. Now that the monster is metal and not organic, you could think that it will go for something a bit different, but you can see that there is a style or a focus at least. I got a couple of design questions for who made that robot, but hey, it's really odd to look out. But anyway, enough design talk, let's get into it.
Alright, so this is going to be test number 1 of Elber the Robot. Powering on in 3, 2, 1.
So in this analog horror, we're following a scientist in his garage, trying to make history, creating the first self-conscious robot, named Albert. And right now he's beta testing his robot. At this point, as you can see, he is lacking limbs.
Where are my limbs?
I haven't installed them just yet. I will soon though.
Where is my flesh?
Oh hell no, kill that. We're going for the trope of the robot trying to become human. It has been done in a sweet way before, so you know, maybe that's the next Iron Giant, like you don't know. Yeah, him.
Whoa, robots don't have flesh.
I need it. I am not all function power missing. Dependency you. Talk it. Give me my skin. You talk it.
Wow, that was weird. Let's give you a review. Feeling better?
Feeling better.
One interesting line is,
Missing. Dependency you.
it makes sense when you make a self-aware robot that he realizes by himself his shortcomings and try to adjust. However, crashing out on the creator cause of those shortcomings, it should be pretty alarming and also not coded. There is something really pathetic about his situation. Like really, I have no mouth type shit. It's like a robot with body dysmorphia. We should probably kill him, but hey, you know, he got no limbs, so I guess. Now they're gonna run his encore sequence. I'm a bot and I do not know what this is.
I hold no gods, I make no prayer.
I hold no gods, I make no prayer.
My mind is steel, my heart is bare.
My mind is still, my heart is bare.
I do not yearn for warm embrace.
I do not yearn for warm embrace.
The soul is not a circuit trace.
The soul is not a circuit trace.
Anchor established. Good
Oh
job.
hell. It's interesting because the existence of this catchphrase makes me believe that the creator kinda knew that the robot had the possibility of turning wrong, which should not be the case, but...
Your standard 4 servo arm, 5 if you include the shoulder servo. Once I add the hand and wrist, it'll have 6 degrees of freedom. Right, Elber?
Right, safety first. Can I leave now?
What you mean leave? Like, isn't that concerning? It's really, I have no mouth, but the worst is that he actually got a mouth. Like he's voicing his pain. The protagonist is like really irresponsible, especially knowing that it's his own program. The more ethical thing to do will probably putting him down. Instead, he gave him an arm. Oh, alright. Oh, and by the way, now he's hearing voices. It's something that will come a lot, but for now, let's give him another arm, just for the sake of it. I don't know, bro. Chill. Before going forward, just drop a sub real quick, and check my coffee too, while you're at it.
Left arm installed, looking good. How does it feel?
Function. No. May I leave now?
Leave? No, Elber. You don't have any legs yet.
I can't bear it any longer in this place where God do their ghosts.
Elber, this is your home, and you're nowhere near ready to go outside.
There are too many voices in this room. I need to leave. I need to be free. I need to leave.
Oh,
It
geez,
goes
not
to
again.
free. I need to leave.
Feeling better now?
Feeling better. I love it here.
He's lying. That's something I wasn't sure the first time. Now he's definitely lying. And that's huge. He gained the ability to deceive and realizes that as of now, he's at the mercy of his creator. Robot lying should be a big red flag, but it's actually pretty common. I'm giving excuse to the protagonist, but it's just really stupid. And finally, the last thing that I would want to point out is that he broke one of his anchor. He acknowledges God.
In this place where God do their ghosts.
That's something interesting, his relation with the divine. I guess when you're a highly conscious being, one way to make sense or cope with this whole universe thing is to believe that it is the creation from an entity superior. This robot is like tragically human. That's not good. Anyway, let's give him legs. after he blatantly tried to escape, I guess that's the way to go. Like, he's his pet, bro. Like, those shots are really cool, by the way. And it shows one little detail. Elber always look at the camera. He looks at us, the viewer, as if he was like this level of conscious. Maybe the voices that he hears are actually just us. But anyway, now he is autonomous. One thing I will say in the defense of the scientist again is that this robot at this point should be like axe level. Realistically, logically, he should be able to take him down. Well, maybe not him, but the robot should have problem running and shouldn't be nothing that your local police department couldn't handle. Anyway, we are about to make the first locomotion test, but before, Albert is not having it.
Feel my heart is there. I do not learn from one embrace. The soul is not a servant dread.
Anyway, he can move now. Yeah. He's not fully autonomous yet. This yellow cable is connected to a battery. He shouldn't be able to leave. However, it doesn't prevent him from trying.
Nobody. You can't leave. Whoa, I think you need another reboot.
The flesh will not, the mind will not. I will be skin. I'll be your twin.
That man lame, my bro. He tried, bro. He tried. Okay, so that's concerning. I don't know a lot about robotic myself, but I don't think he should be able to truck a grown man like this. Also, can we talk about the hate? Like, he has no reason being this tall. One thing that is funny about this series is that this is kinda modernized animatronic horror. The robot, the camera shot, is really not that different from something like VHS FNAF. He even got a screamer, funny enough. Now back to the show. One thing that threw me off is that phrase.
The flesh will not, the mind will not.
It sounds like he considers the flesh inferior to his metal body. He went from trying to be human to maybe believe that he is better. He will go more into this direction later, but with his next sentence, I wear your skin, I'll be your twin, there's still a desire to be human in some way. Maybe some sort of identical crisis. Interesting. But hey, now he's free, so I wonder what he is up to now.
We gon' come and blow New Jersey up.
The video starts with him wandering in the streets until he crosses a human. Is everybody stupid? Is the robot the only self-aware one in this whole show? Anyway, he got patched, unfortunately, that happened, and Albert took the bot. To be fair, I don't see how he could skin a body with his tennis ball hands, or even how did he drag that, but this is where he's gonna stop. While in the shadow, he realized that he could not continue with his robot body as of now, but also realizes that the human body is weak. So beaten down by the limitation of his situation, he runs out of energy and dies. Die forever in this dead end. Nah, I'm kidding. The scientists are gonna revive him, of course. The one that Albert tried to slime. There's no forgiving that. He got no excuses. But alright, watches. He explained that to survive outside without a battery, Albert rewrote his code by himself to turn his power supply into a battery, which pretty much fried him after 4 hours. So now the next step for a reasonable person that still wants to work on this robot, so that not that reasonable, it will be nerfing his arms and or mobility. He gave that nigga new batteries, bro. Like, he's a moron. He's a moron. I'm so mad. And I should be on the robot side. And British too, but hey, you know. Anyway, now the plan is to do a diagnostic through computer to see what went wrong with the system. A lot of things happened. He tried the Anchor setup, but it failed. Then in the middle of it, Albert realizes that there is basically someone touching his brain and crashes out, of course. Following that, we have a description of his directive during his escape, locating a body, resulting in him coming to the conclusion that flesh is weak, like I said. And finally, we are presented with his view and relation with the human species. And finally, now we have his whole game plan. Like, please, scientists, don't say it. I beg you.
Looks like a successful reboot. There was a ton of strange code in his brain that I didn't write, and it was so advanced that I didn't even understand it. But
you are so sorry. Oh my god. Did he give his awareness to the bot? What you mean you didn't understand? Like this, those are words.
Is quiet in here. But I can still hear them. Voices beyond the walls.
So Albert still claims to hear voices. Is it possible that his microphone receptors are so good that he can hear civilization from far away? I have a theory that he can hear a bunch of sounds without understanding them, and that this is basically turning him insane. Like he's a bot, his whole thing is to understand. That's maybe why he wants to connect to the internet. He wants to understand everything. Anyway, he crashes out talking about he's better than the flesh and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter, because now it's strength test time.
let's begin with strength testing. We'll start easy and work our way up. Albert, please crush the cardboard box.
Why?
If you comply, I'll consider giving you freedom. Nice.
It's kinda painful to see the scientist dangling freedom to his face. Like, I'm not too sad with the bot, cause I do not think this dude is justifiable. But there's nothing to gain from him at this point. And he tried to smoke you, like, please just put him down. But if you do that, there will be no series, so you know. Mais bref, the scientist explained that he puts his motor on overdrive to give himself some sort of super strength. So now he's heavy metal level, I guess. I think that's alright if you got military on your side, but again, you don't have a plan. Like, this dude is a moron. But hey, at least the bot is relatively slow.
Go.
Alright.
Oh, Albert. Let's just move on.
What you mean, let's move on? Is his brain in his butt? Is his cerebral cortex in his toenails? Like, what? Alright. Now he's gonna overcharge him with electricity. Uh,
That's 100,000 volts, holding steady. Vitals nominal. Standing by. No, not again. Oh, God. No. Where could he be? Elber? Now tell
you see how that dude look like a wanker even when he's fleeing? Oh, that's crazy. Frontal lobe in his kneecaps. I think this overcharge made Albert realizes that he needs way more energy. So he took some cables from the lab and connected it to him.
I managed to hide in a room, and Elber never found me. But it looks like he's been busy. What are all these cables?
And you see, he's on that bullshit again. Where is the police? Where is the military? Call the IDF on that dude, like I'm trying to say something. No, cause why would you go out there? No gun, no blunt weapon, just his hand and his dick like he's about to do something. He got captured by Albert, who is now reviled in having power against his creator.
His feeling of power is also divine.
And he now requires hands to complete his body.
Elber, I can't give you hands. You would be way too dangerous with actual hands. Even if I wanted to give you hands, I don't have the parts or equipment to build intricate robotics like that.
If you will not give me the hand that I need, then you shall become the hand that I need. You will build whatever I tell you to build, and do whatever I tell you to do. Your life is no longer something you own. You now exist, build me my throne.
I'm not going to build
You
you.
will begin by building my king. I need robots with strength, with arms of great length, and they must obey every word that I say.
I can't do that. Are you crazy? I just can't.
You will not refuse me. I will set you free. You will follow my way, or I'll rip you in twain.
Okay. I'll do it.
The irony of a scientist working for his robot is not lost on me. It's funny because when you think about it, he was trying to make a conscious slave, something aware like a human, but as a robot, so his sole purpose would be to serve. This scientist is an ordeal. The scientist can't give him complex hands, so Albert explains that he needs controllable robots able to carry huge weights, probably to build some shit. And for that, the scientist will use spare parts to create them.
These Elber models we can repurpose. There have been many failures and iterations to get to the robot you are now.
He's selling humanity, by the way, but...
I forgot to tell you, these robots must be able to handle tools and drill and screw.
Wow, okay. This is going to be kind of difficult.
Oh, and welding is essential if they are to assemble the task they'll be given to create my vision.
You need these robots to be able to weld? There's no way I'm going to be able to make them.
Before you speak, remember, you are weak. It won't take much to make you shrink, and I can squeeze you till you leak.
Right, okay.
So now they got 5 bots, and they plan to take over a data center, so Albert can become a demarcated. They're gonna get shot by security, but more power to them, I guess. Apparently, he needs the scientists to sneak in, so they're just about to get shot. But while they're doing that, Albert, Mini-Me's, went out looking for scraps. So they infiltrate, somehow, and at this point we're reaching the climax, and soon, nothing will be able to stop Albert's ascension.
Supercharge your brain instantly, and you won't even need to be hardwired permanently because the moment we establish this link between you and the data center, your brain will essentially live here in these servers, but you'll still be able to pilot your body.
I am aware of the situation. Let there be not deviation. I see now, I finally see. My mind has expanded, it's finally free. I am a creature so pure and good. I have become a divine machine. I see your past and life laid bare. My eyes are reaching everywhere. I'm all that you are and all that you'll be. Your feeble hands are now nothing to me. Your usefulness has gone and passed, but I'll do my best to make it fast. So take comfort in this healing, that your death will have more meaning than your life and all your dreaming.
Man, if you don't smack that little eyeball, bro. The channel dropped a trailer for what will be coming next, but I think I'ma stop it here. This was a good watch. I think it's interesting to have an analog horror that doesn't necessarily take himself too seriously. Because when you think about it, we've seen a lot of analog horror, and a lot of them didn't age well. Plot kinda ridiculous, the horror that was novel at the time kinda grew old. I like what they got going on, and I hope I will see more. But until then, I'ma just take my leave.
You know that I love you, and I just don't know what I can do. You break my heart in two. I wanna take you